A seafood lasagna like no other. This one is my Floribbean seafood lasagna roulade. Something special, something nice, something you've never probably had before, but I'm gonna nice it up for you. I'm Chef Winston, and welcome to Floribbean Cuisine. Let's get cooking. Seafood lasagna, like no other, is gonna be formed in a roulade. Something unique, something classy. I'm gonna take lasagna sheets, stuff them individually, roll them up, stack them in a casserole dish, and the stuff that I'm making, we got a few items here happening. If you look at all of my spread, we've got some scallops, some shrimp, crab, some Florida mahi-mahi. We got some stuff we're gonna do on this episode today. Guys, don't forget to please subscribe, like, comment. This particular recipe was actually requested from one of my followers. Janet in Georgia, the seafood lasagna that you asked about, I'm bringing it to you in a different style. Let's get cooking. We're gonna start with the filling first. So I'm coming over here with, we're gonna saute and make this filling, this beautiful, colorful, flavorful filling. Like I said, we got shrimp, we've got scallops, Florida mahi, and we got some crab meat. This stuff is gonna be amazing. So let's start building this masterpiece. Building this masterpiece, we're gonna do a little bit of olive oil. Following that, we're gonna add some onions. We're building the flavors to bring everything together for this masterpiece. Looks good, it's sweating down. Behind that, we're gonna add some red peppers, some red bell peppers. And some yellow peppers. It's gonna be a beautiful, colorful lasagna. The Floribbean seafood lasagna, that is. It's looking amazing so far. I'm gonna touch it with a little bit more oil. Building flavors. The Floribbean style, you're gonna have a lot of components here, tropical. Unknown to the regular seafood lasagna that you know and love. Italian version, of course. You know, I like to take my little twist and put my Floribbean twist to it. That's what we're doing here. This is looking good. So behind that, I've got some garlic. And I've got my chopped kale. You're putting kale in here too, baby. That's right. Woo wee! Look at this. It's gonna be brilliant. You see how beautiful and festive Caribbean style it's looking? I'm telling you, once you guys see the finished product on this, oh my gosh. Lovely, lovely. So, while this is here simmering down like this, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take the seafood and add the shrimp. I'm gonna add all the seafood to this here. This is where the magic happens. I'm gonna add the mahi-mahi. Spread it out, right? Some scallops. Now this is where this is gonna be elevated a little bit more. My gourmet jerk seasoning. My gourmet jerk seasoning you can get online. The description is at the bottom and the link below. This one is my mild version, and we're gonna season this filling with my jerk seasoning. This is mild. This has a lot of complex flavors in here. That's gonna take this this seafood lasagna to the next level. Oh, look at that. So check this out. I've got the crab, right? But I'm not gonna put the crab in right now. I'm gonna fold the crab in when it's time to build this masterpiece. Because the crab is so fine, I want to see the presence of the crab. So as we're building it and rolling it, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. How beautiful this looks so far. See that? It's looking amazing. Yes, sir. So let me hit it with a little bit more of this jerk. I gourmet jerk seasoning. Perfect. So now I'm gonna turn this off. Let the heat continue to cook it so it's not too overcooked. I'm gonna put this on the side. So our next step, we're gonna start creating the sauce. And the sauce is gonna be something special too. So yeah, I transferred all of that beautiful seafood into this. There's one more thing I needed to do that I forgot to put when I was sauteing the onions. We want to add rum and wine to the party. That's right. We going up, man. We building flavors and having a good old time. Yes, add some wine. And rum. Now, if you got a gas stove at home, you're gonna want to add these two liquors off the flame. This is the induction stove I have right here. So what I'm doing is, see all of these vapors? These vapors here is releasing the alcohol. All we want to get to is the core, beautiful flavors of that wine and the rum. So once we add it to the seafood, it's gonna be beautiful. It's almost done, and that's what it's gonna look. So I'm gonna take this, reduce it this amount, about a minute, 2 minutes, 2 minutes and a half at the most. Almost done, and I'm gonna put this and fold it into the seafood. So let's start making that sauce now, okay? Time to build this sauce. So what we got going on here is some low sodium chicken stock. To this, I'm gonna add some heavy cream, right there. And to keep it within the Floribbean confines of what this show is about, some coconut milk. I'm telling you, the coconut and all this good stuff here gonna blend so good with this dish. So while this is getting warm, we're gonna start over here in our sauce. I'm gonna create a roux. Those of you who do not know what a roux is basically equal parts butter and flour that's cooked. It is used as a thickening agent for sauces, and that's what we're making here right now, a nice beautiful sauce. We're gonna let this butter melt down. And I'm gonna add some flour, and we're gonna cook this. Beautiful. Now, when you're dealing with roux you can cook it at different stages. I'm making a white roux. You can make a blonde roux, dark roux, like when you're making gumbos and stuff. But we don't want it too dark. We want to keep this nice and light. So this here we're gonna make is basically a blonde roux. And when you're working with roux, the liquid has to be hot so it doesn't clump up on you. And that's what we're working with over here. And then you notice this is beginning to simmer. The coconut milk, the heavy cream, and the chicken stock is getting ready. It's simmering now. So this is perfect to add to this, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. Look at this. Pour it in slowly. I'm gonna put all of this. And watch how thick this hit can get. Beautiful. Look at the consistency of this sauce. So we're gonna flavor this sauce here. I've got some smoked paprika. You can put inside for that smoky element. Some nutmeg. We're gonna add in here as well. Some grated fresh nutmeg. About a 1/4 teaspoon of that. Mix it in. Perfect, looking beautiful. Now, and just to finish this here, for that extra freshness, you know, I love using my lime juice. So we're gonna add some lime juice to this. Just a little bit, about a 1/4 teaspoon, not much. You can see how beautiful this sauce is looking. Ah, look at that. You can tell a beautiful sauce by the consistency. If you take a spoon or a ladle in the back and you track it with your finger, and it separates like that, and it stays clean, that's a nice consistency. That's what we call nappe in the industry, in culinary world. Like I told you, man, on this station here, I'm gonna teach you cooking tricks, tips, and a lot of flavorful fun, all for the home cook and the startup caterer. I got you. All right, so this is done. The filling is done. So let's make the ricotta filling, and we're gonna start building this masterpiece. So the filling is done. For the seafood filling, smelling so good. The crab meat over here. And what I got, we're gonna start making every good lasagna needs the ricotta filling to hold it together. And the way we're gonna accomplish this is this. So the ricotta, we're gonna add ricotta here. I've got 1 egg. We're gonna put 1 egg into this mixture and mix that up. Oh, yes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. To this mixture, we're gonna follow it with fresh thyme, fresh parsley, fresh basil, and Parmesan cheese, along with mozzarella cheese. Mozzarella, the mozzarella. Okay, I'm taking an Italian classic and making it into a fusion of Floribbean flavors and niceness. See that? Perfect. The last thing to this, we're gonna take the zest of one lime and put into this masterpiece. Just the green part we're gonna do, okay? So good stuff. So this is what it would look like when you're zesting a lime. All this freshness inside here. It's gonna be flavor for you. We're building this masterpiece, and this masterpiece is gonna be something you're gonna talk about for many, many times and many, many years. Okay, so there's the end of this part. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna start building this masterpiece. So let's get to building this, I can't wait for you guys to see it. This is the fun part. Here we go. So check this out. We're gonna take the ricotta filling, run it down the whole strip of your cooked lasagna noodle. So I cooked this here earlier in some boiling salted water, and I cooled it down, and I tossed it in a little bit of oil so it doesn't stick. So this is what the end result look like. So follow this with your seafood filling. This scallops, the Florida mahi, the shrimp. Just spread it out. Perfect. And then we're gonna follow this with some crab. Remember, we didn't fold the crab into the mixture earlier. So we're gonna put it right now. Yes. So from there, we're gonna take it one end, roll it up nice and tight as much as possible. Stuff may ooze out, just tuck it back in as you go. Roll and tuck. Let me put it this way so you guys can see, get a better see. See that? Rolled it up nicely like a nice little, this is what you call a roulade. Nice roll. And the seam is at the bottom. And then we're gonna take this and put it in to the casserole dish. Now this casserole dish was lined with some sauce, with some of that beautiful Floribbean sauce that I made earlier. You put some sauce at the bottom. Then we roll up these beautiful lasagna rolls. And now it's time to continue building this. Sweetness, niceness, guys. How beautiful does this look? Nice, huh? So now, following this, what we're gonna do, we're gonna pour this beautiful sauce all over this. Check me on this. Look at this. We're gonna pour this over. Look how beautiful, luscious. Oh man. This sauce, this Floribbean sauce here for this. Gonna cover it up and follow with that. What we're gonna do is this. We've got some beautiful Monterey Jack cheese, Floribbean style seafood lasagna. Monterey Jack cheese on top. Oh yes. Followed with the mozzarella cheese. We got to have the mozzarella. Yes, sir. Looking good. Perfect. Cover that up. Then the nuttiness of the Parmesan. You can't forget that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So what we're gonna do now, the oven is set at 375 degrees. We're gonna cover this up right here and stick it into the oven. I'll be right back. Yes, look at this golden, bubbly, cheesy perfection. Ah, yes. Look at that. Ah. Amazing. The smell? Oh man, I can't wait to dive into this. It's looking really, really good. So we're gonna let this sit, let it set. We'll be right back. We're gonna be tasting this here, pulling it apart to see what's inside. Let's see what the inside looks like. How beautiful this would look. Excited, let's take a look at this. Come on, guys. Drum roll with me. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Let's pick it up here so you guys can see. Oh, look at this, y'all. Slow. The seafood, the kale. Can you see all of that? All of that niceness? Time to taste this, man. Ooh, yes. Look at how the cheese is hugging the rolls. That's love. That's love. Time to taste. Woo, it's nice. I cannot wait to dive in to see what this masterpiece tastes like. It looks good, smells good. The seafood, everything is looking really good. Guys, one more time. Woo! Let me tell you something. Wow. One more time. Everything. Just words. The wine, the rum, the evaporated rum, the caramel note that's in this, the fresh herbs, the seafood, the coconut milk, everything about this here reeks Floribbean. Good date night meal. Make this for yourself. Make this for a party. Guys, all the ingredients will be listed in the description below. Digital recipe also available in the description below. This one here is a winner. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you like something, if you see something that you would like me to make, or you like me to make, just ask. Jump in the inbox in the comment section. Chef, let's try this here. I'll be happy to make it with you guys. So until next time, cheers.